carnivorous plant enjoyers. In this video, we're going to be repotting a Venus Flytrap. Not really repotting it, but the pot, it broke a little, and also it's very malleable, so the drainage holes were getting clogged up as you set it down on a surface. So today, I'm going to be moving it into this bigger pot, this plastic pot, and I'm going to be using the Capacute carnivorous plant soil mix. It's a little water retentive, which is why I usually don't tray water with it. And you can see it maybe compacts a little, or maybe that's just because I let it dry out over the winter as I water it less. But it's worked so far. It's cheap. It's only $6.99 on Amazon. But today we're gonna be moving this into a bigger pot. This is not a soil change, so just a heads up for that. Yeah. So I'm just gonna open it up. Also, for some reason, the bag broke during shipping from Amazon. So there's a hole in it. It's kind of gotten everywhere, but that's it. I'm gonna cut it open, and then I'll see you again. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I can start to prepare the mix. It comes with a bag of hand-picked perlite and a brick of hand-picked peat and sphagnum. So you basically just have to hydrate it with distilled reverse osmosis or rainwater and mix in the peat. And I'm going to be doing that inside of a bag just so it's less messy, and also it's the biggest container that I have. You're probably going to miss a good portion of it because the camera angle's a little weird. Maybe, let me fix that. Okay. Now you'll miss slightly less. Okay. Maybe doing this in a bag isn't the best idea. I'll still show it though. So, yeah, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my water and fill this up just to rehydrate the brick. It grows to around 4 times its size. So just keep that in mind if you're holding this in a smaller area. You'll want to you cannot see this at all. I'm so sorry. I'll just dump the rest in, but you'll want a somewhat big container to do this in. And the reason I'm making all of this at once, even though I won't be using all of this at once, is because I'm just too lazy to find all the measurements and get the perlite ratio right. So it's going to be making all of it at once, just less, it's just a hassle to dry it out afterwards, but that's what we'll be doing. Oh, I don't have gloves. It's probably fine. This is also annoying for me to try to see it. I can't see through this paper bag. Okay guys, that's the mix made. Adding in the perlite was pretty straightforward. You just moisten it, and then you just dump the whole bag of perlite in, and then you mix it up some more. But now that that's done, this is what it should look like if you're using the same mix. Perlite ratio is a little low, but you just have to hold back on watering a little bit. It's not that big of a deal. So this is the pot that I will be putting the substrate into. I'll just put it into this to make it less messy. You can see that the previous pot, only a little smaller. So I won't have to add too much additional substrate to for it to be sufficient. So I'm just gonna take this out. Probably do it by just dumping it upside down, and first I'm gonna obviously fill the pot with substrate. What am I doing? And maybe I could take it out first and then see how much more needs to actually be added. interesting. Found a piece of live, moss inside of the mix, which is weird because it's dried out, but it's not really that big of a deal. Nothing bad, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, so you want it to be at a... I don't really want to trigger this because it's still kind of dormant, but I think it's fine. Yeah, you want it to be, like, at level with the pot. This may be a little too tall, so I'll, try to, actually, no, that's fine. So I'll add some more substrate, of course. Luckily for me, no traps closed. Should be bad, because, I don't want traps closed. I don't know. It should be fine, though, if traps do close, so don't worry too much if that happens to happen to you. Yeah, so it's just filling in the remaining space. I hope I don't have to redo this, but it hopefully should be fine. I actually ran out of distilled water preparing this mix, so that's not very good. But, hopefully it stays moist until I can get the next gallon. So I can clean it off and wet the soil a little more. But I'm not actually really removing the plant from the substrate. I'm just adding more around it. So you don't have to worry about, you know, making sure the roots are, like, you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry too much. So for the rest of this, I'm just going to be putting soil into this. And, please point out any mistakes that you notice. Ooh, I might have closed that one. That's fine. Please point out any mistakes. I'm still, I would say, a beginner. And I want to be able to care for my plants really well. I have this and one Sarracenia. It's like a mix between, like the purpurea and, hooded? No, not hooded, but, I think it's called Sarracenia maroon. That's what people call it. But, yeah, now it's, the soil mix is in. You can, like, trim away dead growth. I'll probably be doing that, because it's kind of ugly. It doesn't really matter, though. The only issue is that it can, like, harbor mold, and don't do what I'm doing. Use scissors to cut away at it, but, I think this is dry enough that I can, just pluck it away. But you don't want to damage the rhizome doing that, so just be careful if you're following exactly what I'm doing. It's just to make it look a little more clear. Obviously this I can't do anything about. It's still alive down there. I'd have to get scissors. I'm just gonna leave it until I cut it, maybe later on. Add more substrate over here. But it's still moist, like I said, so, like, it's fine until I can get the next, batch of distilled water. But yeah, that's basically, how you do it. Obviously when I took the plant out of the original pot, it fell apart a little, the soil. That's probably fine. But, maybe you can be a little more careful doing that so you don't, disturb it too much. But this is still kind of dormant. The whole season has been green, which is weird. It's definitely been cold enough. This is Massachusetts. And it's not been outside in the winter, but, it's been, like, inside of a deck. It's been pretty cold. And I've had to bring it inside into my basement a few times. But this, putting into this new pot helps a little because it helps it, not freeze over as much because the pot is a little more solid and there's more substrate here. So hopefully it won't freeze over as much. Tell me if I overpacked it or if I did anything wrong, please. I want as much help as I can get. But I think it's, everything is fine. Once you're done, you can, like, tap it down to make sure everything's in place. clean up the mess, take away. I think the perlite is of utmost importance in this mix because there's so little of it. But, please, thank you for watching all the way through. Please, please like, please subscribe. I'm sorry for saying that. Let me know if I did anything wrong. Let me know if I helped you. But that's pretty much it. Thanks. And one last thing, make sure that the rhizome or the crown, I don't know if these plants, just make sure that the rhizome isn't too far underneath the substrate because that can lead to rot. I might have done that here. I think it's close enough to the surface. Maybe if I take a water, the spray bottle, I can spray away some of it. And, but, it's been fine so far. I just hope it stays like that. Yeah, let me know, what more you need to know. Let me know if I did something wrong. Bye. Actually, this time, the real ending, once you've done all of that and you've changed the soil, give it a good amount of water just so it can settle. Sorry, I wasn't on frame. But give it water so it can settle, and, like, just for, a pot change with no real, like, change around the roots. It's not as necessary as, you know, just watering it over time will do this naturally. But if it is a full repot of the Venus Flytrap, or, like, any plant, actually, if you're changing it, around the soil and the roots, then give it, like, water so that, soil can settle. Okay. Goodbye now.